From the Teatro Aguinaldo in Quezon City, New Look Super Rich Shampoo with Ceramides, Pond's Skin Whitening Vitamin Fluid and Cream, new advanced Green Silk Conditioners, and Close-Up Toothpaste, in cooperation with GMA and Miss Asia Pacific Quest Incorporated, present the Quest for Miss Asia Pacific 2002. Tonight, the quest begins with our Prince Charming from Disney's Cinderella, soon to appear in Hollywood film The Great Raid, a Filipino named one of America's most beautiful people. Please welcome, together with the hot legs, Paulo Montalban.
Woman, you're a sight to behold. Woman, your mystery unfold. I would go for a mile just to capture your smile and stay where you are, whether near or far. You're my star.
And here she is. Welcome, Miss Asia Pacific 2001. From Peru, Luciana Marvan.
Never put you down. I would take on the west, from the east to the west. You are simply the best. I will travel to be where you are. The beauty and charm of a woman makes everything bright for all time. Our angel and guide and the nation's pride. A woman gives joy to our land. Woman, you're more precious than gold. Woman, glory untold. Until the end, you're a doll near or far. I'm so glad that you are my heavenly star. The beauty and charm of a woman makes everything bright for all time. Our angel and guide and the nation's pride. A woman gives joy to our land. Woman, you're the world's number one. Heaven can never put you down. I will take on the west, from the east to the west. You are simply the best. I will travel to be where you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the candidates to Miss Asia Pacific 2002.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rachel Jean Solidarios, and I'm very proud to represent the beautiful country of Canada.
Mabuhay, Philippines! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yang Liu. I'm 18 years old. I come from long history and beautiful country, China. Salamabon!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Flavia Albore, and I'm very proud to represent the land of the richest coffee in the world, Colombia. Shirley Alvarez, and I represent my dear and beautiful country, Costa Rica.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aurora Espinosa. I come from the middle of the world, Ecuador. Thank you.
Mabuhay, Philippines. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ashwarya Sukhdeo. I'm 22 years old, and I bring you lots of love from the land of sun, sand, and smiles, the friendly islands of Fiji.
Magandi gabi po sa inyo lahat. Good evening to everyone, and hafa a day from the island of Guam. I am Dina Chaco Dalby, and I'm 22 years old. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Elsie Palma. I am representing the land of eternal spring, Guatemala.
Mabuhay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all judges. My name is Wong Hui Yin. I'm 20 years old. I'm very happy to be here to represent my beautiful country, Hong Kong. Thank you so much, and salamat.
Namaste everyone, I'm Tina Chatwal. I belong to the land rich in culture, tradition, peace and beauty, India.
Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. My name is Soyun Kim. I'm 23 years old. I'm from beautiful country, Korea. Maraming salamat po. Good evening, everyone. I'm Natalie Fouhi. I'm 19 years old, and I'm very proud to represent the pearl of the Middle East, Lebanon.
Good evening to all the judges, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Indra Teng, and I'm proud to represent my lovely homeland, Malaysia. Thank you.
evening. My name is Luz Garcia, and I am representing Mexico.
Mabuhay everyone and good evening. My name is Alexandra. I'm 22 years old and it's for me an honor to represent my beautiful island, New Caledonia. Salamat po.
Muy buenas noches, mi nombre es Karina Goods, represento a la hermosa República de Panamá.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jennifer Fon, and I'm very proud to represent my dear country, the belly bottom of the world, Cusco, Peru. Thank you.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Miriam San Jose Chui, ang inyong mutya ng Pilipinas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ksenia Volkova. I'm 20 years old, and I'm very happy and proud to represent at this beautiful contest my native land and my home, beautiful country, Russia. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Julia Lim, and I'm here to represent my beautiful multiracial and multicultural country, Singapore. Thank you.
Magandang gabi to all of you. I am Nishadika Jayawardena. I'm 20 years old and I represented my beautiful country, Sri Lanka. Salama.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thanawan Domsang. I come from Thailand.
Merhaba, iyi akşamlar ladies and gentlemen. My name is Özge Ulusoy. I'm very happy and proud to represent my beautiful country, Turkey. Salamat po.
Good evening. My name is Bahargul Gilijova. I represent my country, Turkmenistan. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, honorable judges. My name is Tammy Barcelona. I'm very happy to be here, representing the land of the free and the home of the brave, the USA.
Everything right for all time. Our angel and guide and the nation's pride. A woman gives joy to our land.
Thank you, Luciana Farfan, Miss Asia Pacific 2001, and all our 25 beauty queens from the Asia Pacific region. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is so wonderful to be here, surrounded by so much beauty, here in the land of beautiful people, my own, my Philippines. And tonight, I'm also happy to share the honors of hosting this beauty quest with one of Manila's most sought after by the girls, Ding Dong Dantes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Paolo. It's a pleasure to do this again this year with no less than an international artist like Paolo Montalban. How about another big hand for Paolo, our special guest direct from the USA. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin with, we are now looking for the candidate who will receive 20,000 pesos courtesy of AMA Computer University for Best National Costume. And here are our judges. First judge, the former president of the Fashion Association of the Philippines and owner of Camp Suki, Sir Lito Perez. Our second judge is a professional costume designer and a founding member of Treasures of the Philippine Association of Theater Designer and Technicals, Mr. Eric Pineda. And to complete the judges is the master showman, the builder of stars, and consultant of GMA shows, and president of the Actors Guild of the Philippines for television and movies, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Herman Moreno. You've seen all our candidates in their national costumes, and here's our judges' decision. Paolo?
And for the best national costume, Peru, Jennifer Fawn.
The award for Best National Costume is presented by the Vice President for Marketing of AMA Computer University, Mr. Johnny Ramos.
Congratulations once again, Miss Peru. That is just icing on the cake, ladies and gentlemen. Our beauty quest is just beginning. Paula and I here are also joined tonight by a wonderful anchor lady, herself a runaway for a beauty title.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Miss Roseanne Prieto.
Thank you, Paolo and Ding Dong. I'm so excited to be a part of this quest. As they say, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And from what I see, there's lots of that going around here at the Teatro Aguinaldo in Quezon City. Undoubtedly, the Miss Asia Pacific Quest is most awaited not only in the Philippines, but in the international scene as well. Here's a little trivia for you. The Philippines is the country that has won the title most number of times. Well, 4 to be exact. Will that figure go up at the end of the evening? I'm keeping my fingers crossed. In the meantime, the 25 candidates are backstage changing into their official swimwear for a swimsuit competition. Next, when we return from Miss Asia Pacific Quest 2002. Don't go away.
Woman, you're more precious than gold. Woman, you're the glory untold. Jewel and thread, a jump to the end. You're a doll near or far. I'm so glad that you are my heavenly star. The beauty and charm of woman makes everything bright for all time. Our angel and guide and the nation's pride. A woman gives joy to our land. Woman, you're the world's number one. Heaven can never put you down. I will take conquest from the east to the west. You are simply the best. I will travel to be where you are.
Welcome back. It's really swell to be a part of this beauty quest again this year. And we've got our adrenaline going up with music that's arranged for us by our musical director, Mark Lopez. How about a big hand for Mark Lopez? Last week, ladies and gentlemen, our 25 candidates had a chance to visit one of the most popular tourist destinations of the world here in the Philippines. It was such an enchanting time for the ladies that the organizers decided to hold the swimsuit competition right there at the crystal blue waters and white sandy beaches of Boracay Island.
I'm pretty sure all of you are very excited to see the girls in their swimsuits. So am I! Right now, the quest begins for the best in swimsuit. Here is our first group of candidates. Let's start it off with Miss Canada, Rachel Solidarios. She's 19 years old, stands at 5'4". Her vital stats are 34, 26, 37. She weighs 120 pounds. That's Miss Canada, Rachel Solidarios. Next up is Miss China, Yang Liu. She's 18 years old. Her vital stats are 34, 24, 35. Stands at 5'7 3/4 and weighs 114 pounds. That's Miss Yang Liu from China. Miss Colombia is Miss Flavia Albore Logan. She's 22 years old. Her vital stats measure 35, 24, 35. She stands at 5'7 and weighs 116 pounds. That's Flavia Albore Logan, Miss Colombia. Sandoval is representing Costa Rica. She's 21 years old. Her vital stats are 35, 24 and a half, 37. She's 5'4 and weighs 114 pounds. That's Miss Costa Rica, Shirley Alvarez Sandoval. Miss Ecuador is Aurora Espinosa. She's 22 years old. Her vital stats are 37, 26, 38. Her height is 5'6 1/4, and her weight is 130 pounds. That's Aurora Espinosa, Miss Ecuador. And representing the island of Fiji is Aishwarya Sukhdeo. Weighs 121 pounds. Her height is 5'7", and she measures in at 35, 25, 36 and a half. And that's Miss Fiji, Aishwarya Sukhdeo. Miss Guam is Dina Chaco Dalby. She's 22 years old. She stands at 5'6 1/4. Her vital stats are 34, 26, 38. She weighs in at 135 pounds. That's Miss Dina Chaco Dalby, Miss Guam. Now it's time for Miss Guatemala, Elsie Liliana Palma. She's 19 years old, stands at 5'4". Her vital stats are 35, 25, 36 and a half. She weighs in at 114 pounds. That's Miss Guatemala, Elsie Liliana Palma. Miss Hong Kong is Wong Pu Yin. She's 20 years old. Her vital stats are 33, 24, 35. She stands at 5'5 1/2, and she weighs in at 110 pounds. That's Miss Wong Pu Yin from Hong Kong. Miss India is Tina Chatwal. She's 24 years old, stands at 5'7". Her vital stats are 34, 24 and a half, 36. She weighs in at 115 pounds. That's Miss Tina Chatwal, Miss India. Our next candidate is Miss Korea, Kim So-yoon. She's 23 years old, stands at 5'7". Her weight is 120 pounds, and she measures at 35, 26, 35 and a half. That's Kim So-yoon, Miss Korea. Natalie Khoury is Miss Lebanon. She's 19 years old, stands at 5'9 3/4". She's 50 pounds, 38, 28, 40. That's Natalie Khoury, Miss Lebanon. And our last candidate is Miss Malaysia. That's Miss Sandra Tang. She's 24 years old. Her weight is 112 pounds, stands at 5'5 and a half. Her vital stats are 34, 24 and a half, 36. That's Miss Malaysia, Sandra Tang. Once again, our first batch of candidates in our best of swimsuit. Coming up next, our next 12 candidates. Don't go away.
Real standout beauty not only makes a woman look more beautiful and fabulous, she definitely becomes the center of attention and attraction in a flash. That's because her hair is stunningly beautiful. Get the picture? With the new Lux Super Rich Ceramides, active ingredients replenish hair's lost natural protein in skin and hair. Protects hair from everyday damage due to exposure to sun, wind, and dust. Plus, it smoothens hair and helps prevent split ends. Because at the Lux Academy, every woman's hair is expertly designed to be breathtakingly smooth and luxuriously shiny. making every woman a real standout beauty. That's picture perfect. Smooth hair moves only with Lux Super Rich.
As I mentioned earlier, it wasn't all contest and no fun at the beach in Boracay Island. In fact, our 25 candidates, it was more fun. GMA's TJ Manotoc organized a different kind of contest for Miss Asia Pacific West. And here they are.
Right now on the beachfront of the gorgeous Club Panoli Resort, only here in the Paradise Island, Boracay. And of course, the girls are taking a break from the hectic schedule. We've divided them into two teams, and now it's time for some fun Pinoy games. Do a little bit of sipa. Let's start off with Miss Korea. Oh! Oh! 2, 3! She got 3! 1. Oh! 2, 3! I can't believe what's going on. She got 3! 1. Oh! Oh! Oh! 1. Oh! 1, 2. Oh! I think we'll give her 3. Final score is 10-9, so the winner for Sipa is Born to be Beautiful! Woo! All right, our next game is, of course, what you just saw, Luksong Tinik. First up, we're going to have Born to be Beautiful. We'll be jumping over Chika Suswena. Check it out. They have all successfully cleared level 1. Okay. Oh! Oh! Oh! Is she out? Next up, we've got Chika Suswena jumping over Born to be Beautiful. Raise Miriam's arm, but it's okay. You won this game. The competition is getting really intense. It's 30 all. We're on our third game, and this is what we call Patintero. Let's see if the girls can pack this game. Check it out. Russia scored! Wait a second, Russia just scored! Okay, round 1 is over. Chika Suswena has only scored 1 goal. It's time for Born to be Beautiful to try their turn on offense. See how much better they can do. Check it out. It's a tie. Okay, both teams get 15 points.
Still here in your captivating Paradise Island of Boracay here at Club Panoli Resorts, I give you our next 12 candidates for the swimsuit competition. Let's start it off with Miss Mexico, Luz Garcia. She's 22 years old,
stands at 5'6". She's 33 and a half, 23 and a half, 36, and weighs in at 112 pounds. That's Luz Garcia from Mexico. Miss New Caledonia is Alexandra Sakamoto. She's 22 years old. Her vital stats are 35, 24, 36. She's 5'6" and weighs in at 118 pounds. That's Alexandra Sakamoto from New Caledonia. Miss Panama is Miss Karina Goods. She's 24 years old, measures in at 35, 23, 35. She stands at 5'6" and tips the scales at 112 pounds. That's Karina Goods, Miss Panama. Miss Peru is Jennifer Fawn. She's 24 years old, stands at 5'6" and a half. Her vital stats are 35, 24, 36, and weighs in at 117 pounds. That's the lovely Jennifer Fawn, Miss Peru. And introducing Miss Philippines, Miss Miriam San Jose Chewy. She's 21 years old, stands at 5'5" and a half, measures in at 35, 24, 35, and weighs in at 110 pounds. That's Miriam San Jose Chewy, representing the Philippines. Miss Russia is Ksenia Volkova. She's 20 years old, 36, 26, 38 are her measurements. Stands at 5'8" and 1/2, and her weight is 140 pounds. That's Miss Russia, Ksenia Volkova. Julia Lim is Miss Singapore. She measures in at 34, 24, 35 and a half. She's 118 pounds. She's 23 years old, and she stands at 5'7" and 3/4. That's Miss Julia Lim, Miss Singapore. Miss Sri Lanka is Nishadika Jayawardena. She's 20 years old. Her vital stats are 32, 23, 34. Stands at 5'5" and a half, and tips those scales in at 93 pounds. And that's Nishadika Jayawardena. That's Miss Sri Lanka. Miss Thailand is Danawan Ramsan. She's 20 years old, stands at 5'8" and 1/4. Her vital stats are 34, 23, 35 and a half. Her weight is 115 pounds. That's Danawan Ramsan, Miss Thailand. Miss Turkey is Ozge Ulusoy. She's 20 years old, weighs in at 120 pounds. Her vital stats are 34, 25, 36. She stands at 5'9". That's Ozge Ulusoy, Miss Turkey. Miss Turkmenistan is Bahargul Ilichova. She's 22 years old, stands at 5'4" and a half, weighs in at 105 pounds. Her vital stats are 33, 24, 34. That's Bahargul Ilichova, Miss Turkmenistan. And our last candidate is Tammy Barcinella from US of A. She's 22 years old, measures in at 34, 25, 36, stands at 5'4.5", and weighs just 112 pounds. That's Tammy Barcinella, Miss USA. Judges, you may now take your pick. Who among our 25 candidates will make it as the best in swimsuit? Your guess is as good as mine. In the meantime, let's have one more look at these wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous ladies on stage. One of the things these ladies have proven to us here during our stay here at Boracay is that vying for a beauty title is only half as exciting as completing in a game of Filipino sport. Here they are with their game master, TJ Manato.
All right, we are in the thick of the action. 2 games to go, score is tied 45-all. I did not expect it to be this intense, but that's how it's going to be. And right now we got our next game, sack race. Here comes Canada. Thailand is waiting to go. Looks like Chicas Suenas is leading. Go Miriam! This is the last one for Chicas Suenas. She's the last one. And Chicas Suenas wins the sack race. Down to the last game, 65-55. Whoever wins this game gets 30 points. Loser gets 15 points. So let's give it up for the tug of war, the last game. Are you ready, girls? On my mark. Ready, set, go! Let's see how it goes. 4! Almost there! Venezuela wins it all with 95 points. Congratulations, girls. There you are with the fun games right here from Brooklyn in Boracay.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been handed by our auditors from SGB, represented here by Mr. Gerard San Victores, the names of the winners of our special awards. I'm sure all of our candidates are just as eager as we are to hear those names. So let me begin by calling the winner of Miss Photogenic. Miss Photogenic is Miss Korea, Kim So-yoon.
Presenting the award to Miss Photogenic is the President and Chief Executive Officer of GMA Marketing and Productions, Mr. Manuel P. Kyoge. Aside from her beauty title, Miss Photogenic also wins 20,000 pesos in cash.
Congratulations once again, Miss Korea. Our next special award this evening is given by the Journal Group of Publications and is called the Miss Women's Choice Award. Our candidates with their corresponding numbers were published on the People's Journal, People's Tonight, and People's Taliba, and readers were asked to vote for their candidate by texting their choice. And the result of that poll conducted up to 1 a.m. today. Okay, and Miss Women's Choice Award is Miss Costa Rica, Shirley Sandoval.
Presenting the Women's Choice Award to Miss Costa Rica is the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Journal Group of Publications, publisher of Women's Journal, Mr. Bobby De La Cruz, assisted by the Advertising Manager of Women's Journal, Ms. Susan Bunyi. Aside from her title, Miss Costa Rica will receive 20,000 pesos courtesy of Women's Journal.
Congratulations, Miss Costa Rica. We also want you to know that a lucky texter was picked by the Journal Group, and he is Philip Malonzo of Mabalacat, Pampanga. There. We now have another special award going away to the candidate that one of our sponsors has chosen as Miss Telegenic. And this award is given by Samsung Electronics. And their choice for Miss Telegenic is our very own Miss Philippines, Miriam Chui.
Presenting the award for Miss Telegenic to Miss Philippines is the Senior Marketing Supervisor of Samsung Electronics, Mr. Jerry Locson. Aside from her title, Miss Telegenic will receive 20,000 pesos courtesy of Samsung Electronics.
Congratulations to all of you, Miss Photogenic, Miss Women's Choice, and Miss Telegenic. Okay, our next special award is the Best in Swimsuit Award. This was decided in Boracay by a separate board of judges, and let's meet them.
The winner for Miss Asia Pacific Quest 2002 Best in Swimsuit will be judged according to beauty of figure. Now, it's time to meet the distinguished board of judges. Judges, please stand up to be recognized as each one is called. Mr. Joe Tulio, Branch Manager for Operations, Casino Filipino Silahis. Mr. James C.T. Lau, President and CEO of Club Panoli Resort Incorporated. Mito Victoria,
Special Projects Officer and Area Activation Executive, Unilever Philippines. The Honorable Vice Mayor Promi Bautista of Malay Aklan. The Honorable Congresswoman Billy V. Caliso of the Lone District of Aklan. And Chairman of the Board of Judges, the Honorable Governor Florencio Miraflores of Province of Aklan.
I will now announce the winner of the Best in Swimsuit. And the lucky candidate is Miss Russia, Ksenia Volkova.
Presenting the Best in Swimsuit Award to Miss Russia is the President and Chief Executive Officer of Club Panoli Resort, Boracay, Mr. James Lau, assisted by the Sales Director, GMA Marketing and Productions Incorporated, Miss Vicky Rivera Pasis. Miss Russia receives 20,000 pesos and accommodations and food for two at Club Panoli in Boracay for 6 days and 5 nights.
Congratulations to our special awardees. First is Miss Photogenic Miss Korea Kim Son Yoon. She's 23 years old and definitely flawless in front of the camera. Next we have the Women's Choice Award, Miss Costa Rica, Shirley Sandoval. She's 22 years old and she's a graduating business administration student. The third award is Miss Telegenic, our very own Miss Philippines, Miriam San Jose Chui. She's 21 years old. And finally, we have Best in Swimsuit, Miss Russia, Ksenia Volkova. And with that fabulous body, she really deserves to win that award. Don't go away, we got the ladies getting ready for their next big event.
Real beauty comes in different styles. It can be dashing, classy, fun to be with, charming. But it all starts with a smile that only close-up can give. Shiny white teeth, fresh breath, killer confidence to be really beautiful up close. Whiter teeth in just 4 weeks.
Welcome back. The next important segment of our Beauty Quest is the evening gown competition. But our candidates aren't ready for that just yet. In fact, they're back on stage to exhibit their dancing skills, amongst others, with one of our debonair MCs. Ladies and gentlemen, as choreographed by Christine Blando of the Hot Legs, this musical number with the candidates of Miss Asia Pacific Quest 2002 with a dashing ding-dong dancer.
evening gown competition is next on Miss Asia Pacific Quest 2002 when we return after this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the multi-award-winning Filipino music artist on piano, Mr. Willie Cruz, we now present you our first set of candidates in their exquisite evening gowns. First, let's call in Miss Canada. Miss China. Miss Colombia. Miss Costa Rica. Miss Ecuador. Miss Guam. Miss Guatemala. Miss Hong Kong. Miss India. Miss Korea. Miss Lebanon. Malaysia. There you have them, ladies and gentlemen, our first set of candidates for the evening gown competition. They look radiant in their gowns, don't they? Well, looks can be deceiving. So, let's see what these ladies have behind their lovely faces as they show their special talents for the talent competition of Miss Asia Pacific Quest 2002.
I am delighted and excited to be here tonight with you at the Centennial Hall of the Expo Filipino here in Clarkfield, Pampanga. We are here to see the talent presentations of the 2002 Miss Asia Pacific Quest. Miss Talent is in the hands of our board of judges tonight, Mr. Dave De Padua, Mr. Romeo Dioko, Mr. Sunny Lim, Mr. Tito De Venecia, Mrs. Maria Teresita Calderon, to finish her work of paper cutting,
We are still on the second major event of Miss Asia Pacific Quest 2002, the evening gown competition. Let's start it off with Miss Mexico. Miss New Caledonia. Miss Panama. Miss Peru. Miss Philippines. Singapore. Miss Sri Lanka. Miss Thailand. Miss Turkey. Miss Turkmenistan. Miss USA. again, ladies and gentlemen, our candidates in their enchanting evening gowns. Thank you, ladies. Now, being in a beauty pageant is hard work. I should know because I was with them and I could barely keep up with them. So, let's see how our candidates kept their busy schedule over these past few weeks on Miss Asia Pacific Beauty Quest 2002.
The candidates of Miss Asia Pacific Quest 2002 agree that despite grueling day-to-day activities, joining this beauty pageant is both fun and exhausting. But what could be worse than exposing their crowning glory to the drying effects of the environment and the harsh UV rays of the sun, leaving their hair unprotected, dry, and unmanageable? Undeniably, staying beautiful and having radiant hair while having fun is one big challenge for these girls. But not anymore. With new Cream Silk Leave-On Hair Moisturizer, they're just seconds away from super beautiful hair. Hair is conditioned, making it softer, smoother, shinier, and more manageable. Whenever, wherever. So go ahead, girls. Go out and have fun. Staying beautiful all day long has never been so worry-free and convenient. Because you can always be beautiful with Cream Silk. Conditioned anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back. And now it's time for you all to meet the distinguished members of our Board of Judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to present the Chairman, Media Art Systems and Services Company Incorporated, Mr. Norberto H. Timbol. Movie and television actor, Mr. Kogi Domingo. Another actor and music artist and MTV DJ, Casey Montero. Award-winning movie and television actor, Mr. Rudy Fernandez. Miss Asia 1971 and Executive Director, the University of Guam Endowment Foundation Incorporated, Ms. Flora Baza Kwan. The Chief Executive Officer, Samsung Electronics, Mr. Sang Yul Yom. The Customer Development Director of Unilever Incorporated, Mr. Jose S. Ejercito. The President, Congressional Spouses Foundation Incorporated, Mrs. Georgina de Venecia. His Excellency, the Ambassador of the Embassy of the Czech Republic, Ambassador Stanis Laditsky. His Excellency, the Ambassador of the Embassy of the Republic of Brazil, Ambassador Claudio Lyra. And the Honorable Consul of Monaco and Chairman of the Board of Judges, Madame Fortune Aleta Ledesma.
Thank you, judges. And we also would like to acknowledge here the presence of some very important people behind this competition. The members of the board of Miss Asia Pacific Quest. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet the treasurer, Mr. Lauro Amante. Chairman, Mr. Sonny Lim. And the president, Mr. Roberto de Venecia. We'd also like to acknowledge the presence of some special guests of the Miss Asia Pacific Quest 2002. Descendants of the royal family from the Caucasus region and the national sponsor of Miss Russia and Miss Turkmenistan, Mr. Ali Khan. We also have the national organizer of Miss Asia Pacific in the country of New Caledonia in the South Pacific, Mr. Yannick Girard. The national organizer of Miss Asia Pacific in Singapore and the People's Republic of China, Mr. Errol Pang. The national organizer of Miss Asia Pacific in Malaysia, Mr. Danny Oy. And our special guests from Fiji, Dr. Bindu Sukhayo and daughter Priyanka. Welcome to our guests. Thank you. Now let's get back to Rosan with something special for all of you.
Special is the word because tonight I have the pleasure of being in the company of the reigning Miss Asia Pacific, Miss Luciana Farfan.
It's my pleasure to be with you, Roseanne.
Luciana, you looked absolutely fabulous in that opening number.
I need to tell you, I was really nervous.
Well, tell us about what is it that you missed during your reign last year?
I miss everything. I miss the girls. I miss Baraka. We have so much fun. We've been shooting, but we didn't realize it. But we've been like having so much fun. Also, we've been making a lot of friends.
Well, I'm sure you have those memories to take home with you. And as the reigning Miss Asia Pacific, what are the things that you've been doing?
I use my title for, to get sponsors in my country and help the Red Cross and other institutes.
Well, before you bequeath your crown, why don't you help me introduce the next segment of the show?
I'm gonna try.
All right.
It was just like this, it's really hard to be, a contest. It's really hard. You need to look beautiful all the time, and you need to look strong and healthy. And let's see the girls. Let's join the girls on the 2 weeks. Let's join the girls' schedule 2 last weeks. Okay?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our lovely candidates up here on stage, waiting for the judges' verdict. Our next two awards are the Traditional Beauty Pageant Awards, and one is the title for Miss Congeniality. A very significant award because the candidates who have come here from various countries of the Asia-Pacific region, regardless of race, color, or religion, have done so in the spirit of unity and friendship. They have voted among themselves the candidate whom they believe represents those human values. And here's their choice. Miss Congeniality is Mr. Gerard Sanvictores of SGV. Miss Congeniality is Miss Korea, Kim So-yoon.
Presenting the award for Miss Congeniality to Miss Korea is the winner of the Mossimo Bikini Summit 2002, Mr. Carlo Maceda. Miss Congeniality will receive 20,000 pesos courtesy of Mossimo.
Congratulations, Miss Korea. Earlier in our program, we had given you a preview of the Candidates Talent Night, which was held at the Expo Philippines, Clarkfield, Pampanga. And you're seeing the winner of that competition on stage here tonight. Miss Talent and the Miss Asia Pacific Beauty Quest is Miss Turkey, Ozge Ulusoy.
Presenting the award for Miss Talent to Miss Turkey is Miss Russia 2001, Miss Victoria Loperova. Aside from her title, Miss Talent will also receive 20,000 pesos.
Thank you and congratulations, ladies. We now have the winner of the Best in Evening Gown. And here she is. The winner for the Best in Evening Gown is standing right beside me, Miss Turkey, Ozge Ulusoy.
Presenting the award for Best in Evening Gown to Miss Turkey is the owner and proprietor of Ricky Reyes Chain of Salons, civic leader and philanthropist Ricky Reyes. Miss Turkey, the Best in Evening Gown, will receive 20,000 pesos from Ricky Reyes Chain of Salons.
Congratulations to Miss Turkey and Miss Korea. And to all our candidates here on stage, good luck when we return to announce our top 10 semi-finalists. In the meantime, we have Rosanne for you once again.
My list is definitely getting more defined now, with the winners of the Best in Swimsuit and now the Best in Evening Gown. Miss Turkey, Ozge Ulusoy. Miss Congeniality, Miss Korea, Kim So-yoon. And again, Miss Turkey for Miss Talent. We do have one last special award to announce after this break. Stay with us.
Beauty pageant enthusiasts and experts will tell you that Coronation Night is merely a confirmation of what has already been decided during the pre-judging phase of the competition. For example, the swimsuit competition has been judged in Boracay, and Miss Talent has already been chosen right after the talent competition of the candidates. Pre-judging is a mini version of the final pageant night, where candidates have already done much of what they're doing tonight. They also don their swimsuits, wear their formal outfits, and go through a nerve-wracking question and answer time with a board of judges. Here's what we mean by that.
The pre-judging for Miss Asia Pacific Quest was held at the Westin Philippine Plaza, the official residence of the candidates. Here, the girls met the board of judges for the first time and made their informal acquaintances. The pre-judging is composed of several segments. First, the ladies are romped off the stage in their sexy swimsuits, and this is where they are judged according to beauty of figure. Next, the girls changed into their pretty cocktail outfit, walked up the microphone to face the judges. Here, they introduced themselves individually and made their standard poses. They are now judged according to beauty of face, 30%. The interview portion follows next, with the ladies answering questions from the judges. Unlike on pageant night, where the girls are asked only 1 or 2 questions by a judge, a candidate could be addressed by 2 or more judges. Here, the candidates were scored according to their personality, 20%, and intelligence, 20%, for an overall score of 100%. At the pre-judging sessions, Unilever, presenters of Miss Asia Pacific Quest, also sent their representatives to choose their winners for the Miss Lux Super Rich, Miss Close-Up, Miss Pond's Rosy White Skin, and Miss Cream Silk. Of course, the lucky winners were kept secret to be announced only during coronation night. Pre-judging is the beauty pageant's main event, so to speak, the one that determines if a candidate has a pretty good chance at winning the crown. Let's look at how our candidates scored at the pre-judging event.
were you paying attention to the screen tonight? We have a special award, the Best Interno.
Sana'y walang wakas kung pag-ibig ay wagas. Paglalambing sa iyong piling ay ligaya kung wala kambing. Kung di malimot ng tadhana, bigyan tuldok ang ating ligaya. Walang hanggan ay hahamakin, pagkat wala katapusan kitang ibigin.
The 2002 Miss Asia Pacific Best in Filipino Terno is Miss Turkey, Oscar Lusoy, designer Ivan de la Cruz.
Congratulations again, Miss Turkey. Ozge Ulusoy, the Best Interno. Now let's see what awaits the winners of Miss Asia Pacific 2002.
Winning the title of Miss Asia Pacific 2002 also means going home with these fabulous prizes. For Miss Asia Pacific 2002, she will win the grand prize of $10,000 US, 10,000 pesos worth of products from Mossimo, and 5,000 worth of products from Alberto. She will also be pampered with exciting products from Unilever and wonderful gift packages from Max Factor. For the first runner-up, she will win $2,500 US, 10,000 pesos worth of products from Mossimo, 5,000 worth of products from Alberto, and fantastic gift packages from Unilever and Max Factor. And for the second, third, and fourth runners-up, each will receive $1,500 US, 10,000 pesos worth of products from Mossimo, 5,000 worth of products from Alberto, and exciting gift packages from Unilever and Max Factor. Imagine winning all these fantastic prizes, plus the most prestigious title of Miss Asia Pacific 2002.
And as anyone can plainly see, I will be about to be handed the names of our 10 semifinalists. And I won't be keeping you in suspense. I will read the winners in random order. Let me start by calling upon Miss New Caledonia, Alexandra Sakamoto. Our next semifinalist is Miss Korea, Kim So-yoon. Our next semifinalist is Miss Panama, Karina Goods. Let me call upon the candidate from Colombia, Flavia Albore Logan. And may we have Miss India, Tina Chatwa. Our Our next candidate to join us is Miss Philippines, Miriam San Jose Chui. Let's call upon Miss Turkey, Ozge Ulusoy. Our next semifinalist is Miss Russia, Ksenia Volkova. Why don't we ask Miss Fiji, Aishwarya Sukheo. And to round off the top 10, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Guatemala, Elsie Liliana Palma. So there they are, the 10 semi-finalists for Miss Asia Pacific Quest 2002. And from these outstanding 10, Ding Dong will announce the winners of the special awards from our pageant's main sponsor, Unilever Philippines.
That is right, Paolo. Our first special award is for Miss Lux Super Rich Shampoo, the woman with smooth hair that moves only with Lux Super Rich. And our sponsor's choice is Miss Lux Super Rich Standout Beauty, Miss Turkey, Ozge Ulusoy.
Presenting the award to Miss Lux Super Rich Standout Beauty is Unilever's brand manager for Lux Super Rich, Miss Joy De La Rosa. Miss Turkey will receive 20,000 pesos and 1 year supply of Lux Super Rich shampoo with ceramides.
Congratulations, Miss Turkey. Our next special award from Unilever is for Miss Close-Up Smile. Close-Up whitens teeth in just 4 weeks. And the unanimous choice for this title is Miss Russia, Ksenia Volkova.
Presenting the award to Miss Close-Up Smile is Unilever's brand manager for Close-Up, Miss Dorothy Lim. Miss Russia will receive 20,000 pesos and 1 year supply of Close-Up toothpaste.
Congratulations, Miss Russia. Our next award is for Miss Cream Silk Super Beautiful Hair. Condition anytime, anywhere. And she's none other than Miss Philippines, Miriam Chui.
Presenting the award to Miss Cream Silk Super Beautiful Hair is Unilever's brand manager for Cream Silk, Miss Stephanie Lim. Miss Philippines will receive 20,000 pesos and 1 year supply of Green Silk conditioner.
Congratulations, Miss Philippines. Our next special award is for Miss Pond's Noticeably Beautiful Skin. And the candidate with Noticeably Beautiful Skin is Miss Korea, Kim So-yoon.
Presenting the award to Miss Pond's Noticeably Beautiful Skin is Unilever Special Projects and Area Activation Officer, Mr. Lito Victoria. Miss Korea will receive 20,000 pesos and 1 year supply of Pond's beauty products.
Congratulations, ladies. I'm back here with Miss Luciana Farfan, Miss Asia Pacific, for a closer look at the girls who made it to the top 10. Luciana?
This night is getting more exciting. I know how this feels, being the top 10. Just don't get nervous and be strong, and good luck.
let you in on a secret. A beauty secret known to beauty queens from all over the world. Having noticeably beautiful skin has always been easy. That's a Pond's promise. With Pond's beauty regimen proven by experts, your skin will be noticeably cleaner and softer in 2 simple steps. Start your day by using the right facial wash that will keep your skin clean, soft. Touch up at midday. And still look and feel noticeably radiant all night. After a long and tiring night, apply Pond's Cold Cream to remove deep-seated dirt and to help maintain a skin that's clean, soft, and noticeably beautiful. Who says being noticeably beautiful is not easy? Pond's, the secret to having noticeably beautiful skin.
Welcome back. We'd like to acknowledge the presence here tonight of a delegation from Canada, led by Miss Elena Valle. Thank you, and also our other guest delegations from Fiji, Korea, Singapore, and other relatives of our candidates who flew into Manila to be with us tonight. Thank you for your support. And now, here is our first group of semifinalists, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to know them better. We will start with Miss New Caledonia, Miss Alexandra Sakamoto. Alexandra will be accompanied by Mr. Pompeo Butch Requinta III. Bonsoir, comment allez-vous?
Bien, merci.
Fantastic. Pouvez-vous prendre une question, s'il vous plaît? Would you please pick a question out of the bowl and I'll read it for you. Your question is, if you are a career woman and your husband lets you choose between career and family, what would you choose and why?
Alors si vous faites une carrière et si votre mari vous fait choisir entre la carrière et votre vie de famille, qu'est-ce que vous choisirez et pourquoi?
Thank you. First, I would like to apologize because I will prefer to answer in French because I don't want to do any mistake, so I prefer to answer in my native language. Alors, c'est une question très difficile.
Well, it's a very difficult question.
Parce que pour moi, ma vie professionnelle est quelque chose de très important.
Because my professional life for me is very important.
Et je sais aussi que la vie familiale est quelque chose de très important, surtout chez certaines cultures.
And family life for me also is very important, especially in some cultures.
Je pense que j'essaierai de trouver un compromis.
I think I will try to look for a compromise.
But oh, sorry, I'll try to speak English now. Et je pense que j'essaierai de faire la part des choses, mais je n'abandonnerai pas ma carrière.
I think I will try to look for a compromise, but I will not abandon my career.
Thank you. Salamat po.
Thank you, Miss New Caledonia, Alexandra Sakamoto. Merci beaucoup. Our next candidate is Miss Korea, Kim So-yoon. Miss Korea will be accompanied by Miss Angel Kim. 안녕하세요. 어떠십니까?
I'm fine, thank
Fantastic. Now, if you would please pick a question out of the bowl. Thank you. Do you think that gays and lesbians should be given equal rights, and why?
제가 질문을 2번씩 읽어드리겠습니다. 당신은 게이 혹은 호모와 레즈비언이 일반인과 동등한 그런 권리를 가져야 된다고 생각하십니까? 그리고 왜 그러시는지 그 이유를 말씀해 주세요. 한 문장씩 말씀해 주세요. 호모하고 레즈비언이하고 그러니까는 동등한 권리를 가져야 되는지.
저는 호모와 레즈비언이 보통 사람들과 동등한 대우를 가져야 한다고 생각합니다. 왜냐하면
Okay. I definitely think the gay or the lesbian, they should have the equal rights with the other human beings.
우리 모두가 사랑을 하면서 살아갑니다.
Because I believe the most important thing in this world is to share love with others.
물론 남녀 간의 사랑도 중요하지만
Of course, the passionate love is very important in our everyday lives, but
그들의 사랑과 인격도 존중해줘야 한다고 생각합니다.
and also we have to respect their own individuality and their uniqueness. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
감사합니다. Miss Korea, Kim So-yoon. Our next semifinalist is Miss Panama, Karina Goods. Karina will be accompanied by Mr. Alfredo Robles Jr. Buenas noches, ¿cómo está?
Bien, gracias. Very happy.
Fantastic. Tome una pregunta, por favor. And your question is, who is your ideal person? And what would you do to be like him or her? Who is your ideal person? And what would you do to be like him or her?
Le voy a decir la pregunta dos veces, ¿no? ¿Quién es su persona ideal y qué haría para aproximarse a esta persona ideal? ¿Quién es su persona ideal y qué haría para aproximarse a esta persona ideal?
Mi persona ideal, buenas noches. Mi persona ideal es una persona que ante todo me ame, que sea siempre por amor.
The ideal person for me is above all somebody who would love me, somebody whom I would appreciate for love.
Y para acercarme a él, eso creo que nace, no tengo que buscarlo.
And to come closer to this ideal person, I think it is something that is born. It is not something that is forced.
Llegará su tiempo. Gracias.
Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias. Thank you, Miss Panama. Karina Goods. Our next semi-finalist will be Miss Colombia, Flavia Alpore Logan. Buenas noches, ¿cómo está? Una pregunta, por favor. Thank you. And your question is, who is your best friend and why do you consider him or her so? Who is your best friend and why do you consider him or her so?
Le digo la pregunta dos veces. ¿Quién es su mejor amigo o amiga y por qué considera a esta persona como tal?
Muy buenas noches. Good evening, everyone. Well, I consider my best friend, she's Maribel Candila, and I'm very happy because today is her birthday in Colombia. And wow, this question just surprised me because I choose her like my best friend because we share same dreams, same things. I think we are like soulmates. I think that this question shows that tonight. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Miss Colombia, Flavia Albore Logan. Our next candidate is Miss India, Tina Chadwal. Namaste.
Namaste.
Fantastic. Avec Prashin Uthange, would you please pick a question out of the bowl? Thank you. And your question is, what would you say to President George Bush if you were to meet him today? Would you like me to repeat the question? Okay.
Mabuhay Philippines, and good evening once again to all the honorable judges. If I would have the honor and the pleasure to meet George Bush today, then I would definitely tell him that there is violence throughout the world. There's terrorism that is spreading its wings throughout the world once again. And all we have to do, and he as a president has to do, is just spread the message of peace, and tell everyone that how important it is to be in love with each other and to live in peace and harmony with each other. That's all I would tell him. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss India. Tina Chadwal, Dhanyavad. Well done, ladies. I think our judges are in for a pretty tough decision here. You can smile now, girls, and watch our next set of 5 semi-finalists do the routine you just did. We'll be right back. All right, we have 5 more ladies up here, and it's their turn to answer their questions. Let's start it off with Miss Philippines, Miriam San Jose Chui. Magandang gabi. Kamusta ka na?
Good evening. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good evening. Would you pick a question, please, Miriam? Thank you. If you don't win the title of Miss Asia Pacific, how are you going to take it, and what is the first thing you will do when you get back to your country?
Well, if I don't win Miss Asia Pacific, I know it's not the end of the world, because for me, this pageant has been such a blessing. I joined because of the experience and to meet friends, and for me, that is enough. Being able to represent my country with honor and pride, it makes me a happy person. And the first thing that I would do if I don't win, well, I would definitely go to Starbucks and eat everything I can possibly eat.
Thank you very much, Miriam San Jose Chui. Miss Philippines. Our next candidate is Miss Turkey, Ozge Ulusoy. Miss Turkey will be accompanied by Murat Dikmen. Merhaba, nasılsın?
İyiyim, sen nasılsın?
İmsal. Bir soru seçer misin? Would you pick a question, please? Thank you. And your question is, how will you promote your country to the other nations of the Asia-Pacific region?
Ülkeni Asya Pasifik'te nasıl temsil edersin? Yani ülkeyi yurt dışında nasıl temsil edersin? Sorunun temeli bu.
Good evening everyone. Öncelikle şunu söylemek istiyorum. İngilizce cevap vermek isterdim gerçekten ama ülkemde sadece Türkçe konuşulduğu için Türkçe cevap vermek zorundayım. Çok heyecanlıyım zaten. Ama benim dilim de çok güzel. Dinleyince anlarlar.
Individual itself is the best tool to convey messages from native land to abroad. So the individual penetrates to all souls and hearts throughout the world. That's why individual itself is important, but because in Turkey medium of language is in general is not English, that's why I cannot express myself. But I think the way of outlook and the behavior are important elements in giving impression about a country's image abroad.
Cevaba geçiyorum şimdi. Ülkemi Asya Pasifik'te şu an zaten temsil ediyorum ve bundan çok gurur duyuyorum. Türkiye büyük bir ülke ve misafirperverliğiyle ünlü olan bir ülke. Sıcakkanlıyım, zekiyim. İyi şeyler yaptığımı düşünüyorum şu an burada. Sürekli iyi hareketler sergiledim kamp boyunca, burada olduğum süre boyunca. Ülkemi bu şekilde iyi temsil ettiğime inanıyorum. Şu an ülkemi iyi temsil ediyorum, buna inanıyorum.
If a person is equipped with knowledge, she or he has the best advantages to promote his or her own country abroad. She adds that.
Thank you.
Teşekkürler. Thank you, Miss Turkey. Özge Ulusoy. Our next semifinalist is Miss Russia, Ksenia Volkova. Ksenia will be accompanied by interpreter Max Orlov. Добрый вечер. Как дела?
Спасибо.
Thank
Всё
you.
замечательно. Прекрасный вечер.
Everything is fine and it's just perfect evening.
Fantastic. Viberi Vopros, would you like to pick a question out of the bowl? Great. And your question is, if you win the title of Miss Asia Pacific, what would you like to achieve during your reign and why?
Если вы завоюете титул Miss Asia Pacific, что бы вы хотели достичь во время вашего правления как королевы красоты и почему?
Good evening, everyone. Я считаю, что конкурс красоты — это очень важно. И королеву выбирают не просто так. Все девушки красивы, все девушки умны. И прежде всего, если бы я выиграла титул Miss Asia Pacific Quest 2002, мне бы хотелось быть достойной звания.
First, good evening everyone, and I would like to say that Miss Asia Pacific is very important and you choose girls not simply somehow, but everybody is beautiful and everybody is clever. And first thing that I would say if I become Miss Asia Pacific is
Я имею в виду, мне бы хотелось сделать что-нибудь полезное для всего мира, если это, конечно, возможно. Я надеюсь, что этот титул дал бы мне такую возможность. И это, наверное, было бы самое большое дело в моей жизни.
I would love to make something very, very useful, great for the whole world, if this title would give me such an ability.
And it will be the most important thing in my life.
And that will be the most.
Thank you.
Спасибо, Miss Russia, Ksenia Volkova. Our next candidate is Miss Fiji, Aishwarya Sukhdeo. Miss Abula Vinaka.
Miss Bulavinaka to you as well.
Thank you. Would you please pick a question out of the bowl? And your question is, what is the place of a woman in the family? Would you like me to repeat the question? The question once again is, what is the place of a woman in the family?
First of all, big good evening, big Bulavinaka, and mabuhay to everyone. Thank you very much for the very interesting question. I think a woman plays a very important part, not only in the family, but also in society. I think in a family, a woman is not only a mother, she's also a daughter, she's a wife, she's a sister. And I think that a woman contributes to a great deal to a family because she provides strength, solidarity, and unity to a family. And she, of course, gives birth to the future generation. And I think that a woman is very special and important in the family, society, and in our lives. Thank you.
Vinaka Vakalaru, Miss Fiji. Thank you, Aishwarya Sukhdeo. Our next contestant is Miss Guatemala. Our last contestant is Miss Guatemala, Elsie Liliana Palma. Buenas noches, ¿cómo está?
Muy bien, gracias.
Tome una pregunta, por favor. Thank you. And your question is, What are you the most afraid of and why?
Le digo la pregunta dos veces, ¿no? ¿Qué es lo que más teme en la vida y por qué? ¿Qué es lo que más teme en la vida y por qué?
Muy buenas noches a todos. Creo que lo que más temo es morirme sin haber hecho y me he realizado como mujer, haber llegado a donde quiero llegar, haber realizado mis sueños, haber hecho todo lo que deseo, haber conocido, deseado y he sido una mujer íntegra y una mujer con todas mis metas realizadas. Ese es mi miedo, morirme sin haberme realizado como mujer. Gracias.
What I most fear is that I would die without fulfilling myself as a woman, without achieving my goals, without realizing my dreams, without doing all that I have wanted to do, without knowing what I have wanted to know, without realizing what I have desired, without being a complete woman. This is what I most fear, to die without fulfilling myself as a woman.
Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Elsie Liliana Palma. Thank you, ladies. You may now relax because you did a great job. And while our semifinalists change into their evening gowns once again, here's Roseanne with her own assessment of how things are going on our beauty quest.
Thank you, Paolo. But before we do that, let us first acknowledge one of our major sponsors for this beauty pageant. Samsung Electronics, the official monitor provider for Miss Asia Pacific West 2002. The interview is the segment I consider the most challenging part of the pageant. So Miss Korea Kim So-yoon answered that controversial question very eloquently. Miss India Tina Chatwal responded concisely but with substance. Miss Philippines was very charming, Miriam San Jose Chui. And Miss Fiji Aishwarya Sukdeo definitely wowed the crowd. Well, that's it for our interview portion, so continue keeping tabs on your favorite candidates.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 10 semifinalists of Miss Asia Pacific 2002 in a romantic tryst with Paolo Montalban.
Do I love you because you're beautiful, or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful, or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream, or are you really as beautiful as you seem? Am I making believe I see in you loved you so that by now I think I know what it's like to be loved by you. I will love being loved by you. In these dreams I've loved you so that by now I think I know what it's like to be loved by you. I will love being loved by Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as beautiful as you seem?
Thank you, Paolo Montalban, our 10 semi-finalists. Excuse me, ladies. Okay. And now we're waiting for the top 5 to be handed by Mr. Gerard San Victoras of SGV. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to make known the names of our 5 finalists. Here they are in no special order. First finalist, Miss India, Tina Chatwal. Second finalist, Miss Philippines, Miriam Chui. Our third finalist is Miss Russia, Ksenia Volkova. We are down to 2 more. Let's call on our fourth finalist, Miss Korea, Kim So-yoon. And to complete our 5 lucky ladies, let's call on Miss Fiji, Aishwarya Sukhdeo. We have our top 5 finalists before you now. Thank you, ladies. You've done a most wonderful job representing your countries. Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we give them again a warm round of applause?
So we have our 5 finalists. Miss Fiji, Aishwarya Sukhdeo. She's 22 years old and a medical student. We have Miss Philippines, Miriam San Jose Chui, also Miss Intelligent. We have Miss Photogenic and Miss Korea Kim So-yoon. We have Miss Russia, Ksenia Volkova. And last but definitely not the least, Miss India, Tina Chatwal. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Welcome back. One last hurdle for the girls, and that's a question and answer portion. Now, ladies, only one question for all of you, and you know that you have an interpreter beside you if ever you need one. I'll have our first finalist here with me, while the rest of you will just stay back there and will be escorted by your escorts that will cover your pretty little ears. Okay? So let me begin by calling Miss India, Tina Chatwar. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm feeling good. I'm excited and just waiting.
It's a very positive outcome. Anyway, here's your question. Okay. What can your own countrymen contribute to achieve real peace in this world? I will repeat the question. What can your own countrymen contribute to achieve real peace in this world?
Thank you so much. And good evening once again to everyone. I come from India. I'm proud to be an Indian. And we have learned that we have got our freedom from the British rule through non-violence, by following the policy of non-violence, because that is most vital to us, most important to us. The father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, has taught us to live and believe in non-violence, and that is what my countrymen would love to tell others and contribute to the world. And I think that's a great contribution, because if we can learn to live in non-violence, to live in a peaceful atmosphere, then half the battle is won. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Miss India. Okay, next, let's call on Miss Philippines, Miriam San Jose Chewy. Okay, Miriam, here's your question. What can your own countrymen contribute to achieve real peace in this world? I'll repeat the question. What can your own countrymen contribute to achieve real peace in this world?
I think that the Filipino people, we're known for being hospitable. We're known for welcoming different nationalities into this country. And I think the best way that my countrymen could contribute to world peace is showing the world that we are a firm believer in diversity, that regardless of your race, religion, or class, we are all one people, because after all, we are all God's people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. We're now ready to call on Miss Russia, Xenia Volkova. All right. Here's a question for Miss Russia. What can your own countrymen contribute to achieve real peace in this world?
Чтобы люди вашей страны могли дать миру, чтобы сделать или создать настоящий мир.
Россия – это уникальная страна, потому что на территории одной страны живут очень много национальностей.
Russia is a very wonderful country because on the territory on one territory there are many different nationalities live together.
Этого можно добиться только путем понимания друг друга, дружелюбия, уважения.
This could be achieved only by understanding each other, friendship, and respecting each other.
Все эти три слагаемых помогут людям во всем мире сохранить мир на этой земле и добиться процветания любой страны и любой нации.
All those three things, in a summary, will help any country in the world to achieve understanding and to achieve a better peace.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's not keep you waiting. Let's call on Miss Korea, Kim So-young. Here's a question from Miss Korea. What can your own countrymen contribute to achieve real peace in this world? Again, what can your own countrymen contribute to achieve real peace in this world?
당신 국가의 국민들이 세계의 진정한 평화를 위해서 무슨 일을 할 수 있습니까? 당신 국가의 국민들이 세계의 진정한 평화를 위해서 무엇을 할 수 있습니까?
우선 제 자신이 할 수 있는 일부터 말씀드리겠습니다. 저는 저의 지금 직업이 학생이기 때문에 학생의 본분을 다해야 된다고 생각합니다. 그리고 국민 각자 하나하나가 어려운 일보다는 작은 일부터 실천해야 한다고 생각합니다. 물자를 절약하거나 아니면 모든 세계 국민들이 보는 가운데서 친절하거나 그러니까 작은 일부터 실천하는 것이 가장 중요하다고 생각합니다. 그리고 또한 저는 우리 대한민국을 사랑하기 때문에 제 나라를 사랑하는 것이 가장 중요하다고 생각합니다.
Okay. Our very own country, which is Korea, has a very high qualified and intelligent people who could help other countries' problems or other countries' benefits. At the same time, especially for me as a student, I could study very hard in order for me to achieve or promote or contribute something to our very own country or society. At the same time, as a citizen of Korea, maybe I could, really follow the rules and regulations so that in a way, or a small way, I could help my country's problem. And at the same time, with the Korean people, we would like to help other people's own needs or their problems all the time. So we could extend our hands to other countries' people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Another youth advocate for the world. Okay. We're down to 4 and we have 1 left. Let's not keep you waiting. Let's call on Miss Fiji, Aishwarya Sukhdeo. How does it feel to be the last one to answer this question?
I'm just so happy to be here in front of everyone. Thank you.
All right, let's get it going. Here's your question. What can your own countrymen contribute to achieve real peace in this world? I will repeat. What can your own countrymen contribute to achieve real peace in this world?
A big good evening, Bula Vinaka and Mabuhay to everyone once again. Thank you very much for the very interesting question. I come from the Fiji Islands, as you all know, and Fiji is a very interesting place. Fiji is made up of people of many different cultures. We have people of native origin, the indigenous Fijians. I myself am an Indian, migrant Indian, and we also have people of Chinese descent. We have people, other Pacific Islanders. And I think that although Fiji has had problems in the past, we have always tried to live together. And this comes through understanding of our different cultures, understanding of our different religions, understanding of the different races. It comes through goodwill, it comes through respect, and multiculturalism that exists in my country, as well as multiracialism, is something that I strongly believe in. And it is something that Fiji has tried to promote as well. And I think that Fiji sets an example for the rest of the world in terms of multiculturalism and multiracialism that only comes through understanding, unity, love, and respect. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Fiji. Very well done, ladies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost done. You've heard each of our finalists, and you've heard them well. May the best girl win. Roseanne?
I have my winner here, but I'm keeping my lips sealed. At this point, it's anybody's ball game. And I think all 5 finalists have exuded grace under pressure, which is the true test of a beauty queen. So that's it really. We're just moments away from the glorious announcement. So keep it right here on GMA.
It's been an exciting year for Miss Asia Pacific 2001, and now she's ready to pass on her crown. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Peru and Miss Asia Pacific 2001, Luciana Farfan, on her farewell walk.
It has been 1 year since the magical night when I was crowned Miss Asia Pacific. Winning the crown has given me not only the honor to be represent my beautiful country, Peru, but it was also given me the opportunity to learn about the different cultures of the other Asian Pacific nations. To be honored here in the Philippines as the second Peruvian woman to capture Miss Asia Pacific title was simple and believable. Up to this day, I cannot imagine how I was able to go through all this, and yet I'm standing before the same stage last year enjoying your applause and respect. Because of it, I have fulfilled my dreams. I thank God for giving me all these blessings and for giving me the strength during times of adversity. I thank my family for their unconditional love and support, and to all the people behind Miss Asia Pacific Quest Incorporated and GMA Network Incorporated. Thank you very much. Los quiero muchísimo y los llevo en mi corazón. To all the candidates tonight, my sincere congratulations. You have the strength, the hope for the global friendship, and have proven yourself to be true queens. To my successor, I wish you all the happiness and fulfillment in the world. Enjoy your reign, and remember that is your heart and all the good things that you can do to the others that count most. And most of all, to the Filipino people, I thank you without end. Your warm welcome and friendship will always be in my heart. Thank you for all this ride of a lifetime. Ako, anak kapuso, Luciana Farfan, mabuhay kayo at maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Miss Asia Pacific 2001, Luciana Farfan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed, here's a rundown of who are presenting the awards to our runners-up and, of course, to our winner. Okay, again, let's call in Mr. Gerard San Victores of SGV to hand in the results. of our winners. All right. Paolo and I will take turns in announcing our winners. Let me begin with our fourth runner-up. Our fourth runner-up is Miss Fiji Aishwarya Shukdeo.
Presenting the award to our fourth runner-up are Casey Montero and Sam Yul Ong.
And our third runner-up is Miss Philippines, Miriam San Jose Chui.
Presenting the award to our third runner-up are Mr. Norberto Timbol and Miss Flora Baza Kwan.
Our second runner-up is Miss India, Tina Chakwal.
Presenting the award to our second runner-up are Mr. Jose Ejercito and Mrs. Georgina de Venecia.
All right. Now, one of you two ladies here is the new Miss Asia Pacific. I will be announcing the first runners-up name first, so don't be confused. The first runner-up occupies a very important position because she automatically takes the place of the winner in the event she is not able to perform her duties as Miss Asia Pacific. And the first runner-up is our candidate from Russia, Ksenia Volkova.
Presenting
Miss
the award to our first
Korea,
runner-up,
you
Her
are the new
Excellency
Miss
Stan
Asia Pacific
Slavinsky and
2002,
Excellency Claudio
Kim
Lyra.
So-yeon. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Miss Asia Pacific will be crowned by Luciana Farfan, last year's title holder from Peru. She will be assisted by the Honorable Fortune Aleta Ledesma of the Miss Asia Pacific Quest Incorporated.
Wow, this has been a grand time for me.
Indeed.
What a quest.
Indeed. Paulo, how about coming back next year?
I thought you'd never ask.
I
Well,
will.
Ding Dong, this whole experience has left me breathless. From the paradise in Boracay to the pageantry here in Manila. From all of us here, thank you very much.
And you know what? That's the way it will always be, especially here in Miss Asia Pacific Quest.
What a wonderful sight this beautiful November evening. Congratulations to our new queen, Miss Korea Kim So-yoon, and for winning the crown, and to all the runners-up and all the ladies who came fly to the Philippines to compete for this title. May your memories of friendship and joy sustain you all and help bring peace to the nation. From the Teatro Aguinaldo in Quezon City, good night, and we'll see you next year for the Miss Asia Pacific West 2003.
Woman, you're the world's number one. Never put you down. I will take on west, from the east to the west. You are simply the best. I will travel to be where you are. The beauty and charm of the woman makes everything right for all right. Our angel and guide and the nation's pride. A woman gives joy to our land. Woman, you're more precious than gold. Woman, the glory untold. Push on till the end. You're a doll near or far. I'm so glad that you are my heavenly star. The beauty and charm of a woman makes everything right for us. Woman, your sight to behold. Woman, your mystery unfold. I would go for a mile just to capture your smile and stay where you are, whether near or far. You're my star. La la la la, la la la la. Woman, you're the world's number one. Never put you down. I would take on quest from the east to the west. You are simply the best. I will travel to be where you are. The beauty and charm